This is what we need to build a sukkah. Wood and branches, hammer and nails. This is what we need to build a sukkah for this holiday. First we build a frame with wood and cover it with branches. Lots of fun to do. But don't forget that we must see the sun peeking at us through the roof. This is what we need to build a sukkah. Wood and branches, hammer and nails. This is what we need to build a sukkah for this holiday. Now it's time to hang the apples, carrots, and bananas, pears and popcorn too. But don't forget that we must see the sky peeking at us through the roof. This is what we need to build a sukkah. Wood and branches, hammer and nails. This is what we need to build a sukkah for this holiday. After it is finished, we can eat inside the sukkah. We can sleep there too. But don't forget that we must see the stars peeking at us through the roof. This is what we need to build a sukkah. Wood and branches, hammer and nails. This is what we need to build a sukkah for this holiday. For this holiday.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and Chag Sukkot Sameach. Happy Sukkot. And I am standing here in the Sukkah that was just built by members of Temple Shalom Emeth in our temple parking lot. And you've just seen a little video about how the Sukkah was made. And so we are going to begin our service with Sue Mayo lighting the Shabbat candles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat and this festival.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov. Amen, 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 amen.
We continue with the Baruch Hu. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due, now and forever.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamavorach. Baruch Adonai Hamavorach Leolam Va'ed.
We continue with the Ma'ariv Aravim, which is a prayer which thanks God for creating the heavens and the earth and the times and their season. And this prayer is particularly relevant for us on the holiday of Sukkot, because we think about nature, we think about the beautiful structures that we're living in. According to Jewish tradition, Jews live in their Sukkot for the 8 days of the festival holiday. And through the roof of the Sukkah, you're supposed to be able to see the stars. And so we think about the stars that God created and the times and the seasons. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish, but your sovereignty endures. Though all things pass, let your glory not depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. We continue with the Shema, the watchword of our Jewish faith, and on the holiday of Sukkot, we think about our oneness with God and our oneness with nature. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, B'chol levavcha uv'chol nafshecha, uv'chol me'odecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha. V'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, uv'lechtecha v'derech, uv'shachpecha uv'kumecha, uv'kshartam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot ben einecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Lema'an tizkeruhu va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzehiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihiyot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem Emeth. And now we continue with the singing of Mi Chamocha, the song the Israelites sang when they crossed the Red Sea to freedom from Pharaoh's grip.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar ba'kodesh. Nora tehilot osef ele, Nora tehilot osef ele. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe uMiriam. Ze'eli anu v'yamaru, Ze'eli anu v'yamaru. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed.
And we now continue with the singing of the Shamru. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We continue with the tefillah.
Anananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha. Ananananana Adonai, Ananananana Sfatai Tiftach, Ananananana Ufi Yagid Tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Eloheinu, Elokei Avraham, Elokei Yitzhak, Elokei Yaakov, Elokei Sarah, Elokei Rivka, Elokei Rachel, Elokei Leah, Ha'el Hagibor v'Hanara, El Oyom Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Socher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Libnei V'Nechem, Aman Shemo B'Ahava.
We now continue with the singing of Shalom Rav, a song for peace, on page 178.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha tasim leolam. V'tov be'enecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol et u'v'chol sha'a b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people forever, for you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Baruch atah Adonai hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. We now continue with the Misha Beirach Get Well prayer on page 371. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. This evening we think in particular of Carolyn Eisenstein, Gina Rippon, Eliza Major, Anna Singer, Carol Granger. And if there are others you'd like us to keep in our hearts and our minds as we prepare to recite the Misha Beirach Get Well prayer, you may say their names aloud at this moment. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say, Amen.
Misha Beirach Avotenu Mekor habracha le'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Beirach imotenu Mekor habracha la'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We pause now for a moment of silent prayer.
O say shalom, bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. O say shalom, bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו amen.
So it's a Jewish tradition on this holiday of Sukkot that we live in a sukkah like this, and we're supposed to traditionally eat all of our meals here. We're supposed to even sleep here, and it's to remember that we are one with nature, and the Sukkot were symbols of what the Israelites lived in when they were in the desert and when they harvested their crops to bring to the temple in Jerusalem. So Sukkah really means something that covers us or protects us. And so we think about everything that protects us and covers us. And it's supposed to be open on three sides and have one side that is open to the world. And it's supposed to be a fragile structure. And this year, more than ever, it's symbolic of the fragility of our world and how much we need to do to support all the structures around us. So these four species come from the land of Israel, which is one reason why we have them on Sukkot, to remind us of the land of Israel. And so this evening, I am happy to invite Jacob and Hayden, who are going to explain a little bit about what the symbolism of these four species are and what we do with them.
This is the etrog, and this is the lulav.
This is the myrtle, and this is the willow. The lulav represents our spine, the myrtle represents our eyes, and the willow represents our mouth, and the etrog represents our heart.
We hold them together and shake them in all directions to know that God is everywhere.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al nitilat lulav. Lulav etrog hadas va'arava arba'at haminim lulav etrog hadas va'arava arba'at haminim basuka nismach unevarech al nitilat lulav nismach unevarech al nitilat lulav lulav etrog hadas va'arava arba'at haminim lulav etrog hadas va'arava arba'at haminim basuka nismach unevarech al nitilat lulav nismach unevarech al nitilat lulav lulav etrog hadas va'arava arba'at haminim lulav etrog hadas va'arava arba'at haminim basuka.
We continue with the Aleinu prayer, the prayer which hopes that God will unite all of humanity soon and in our time, on page 586.
Aleinu lishabeach la'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We continue with an introduction to the Kaddish prayer on page 599. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We recall Lorraine Bendel, who died during this past week, and we add to her name the name of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And at this time you may say the names of other loved ones or friends, or those, just thinking about those who have died from the COVID disease, and those others who have died around the world. You may say them out loud or just remember them for a moment in your hearts. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. We rise to recite the Kaddish prayer. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei rabbah, b'yalma divrach yirateh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayeh d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'yizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach l'olam olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who causes peace to reign in the high heavens cause peace to descend upon us, our country, all Israel, and all the world, as we say together, Amen. And we now continue with the Kiddush and the Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lehem min haaretz. Amen.
Thanks so much for joining us in our Sukkah, and I just wanted to invite everybody in the temple community to stop by the temple every day, any day during this week, and come and decorate it. Bring your own paper chain or bring fruits or vegetables to add to it, because it's really a community symbol. And if you want to hang out here for a short while with your family, that's great, or bring a little table and chairs and sit here for a while as a family unit. That would be wonderful also. So hope you can appreciate our Sukkah this year and see it, and Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sukkot Sameach.
Palm branches up high, with fruit hanging all around. You see to the sky, Sukkot is here. We shake the lulav, north, south, east, and to the west, up and down, 'cause we know God is everywhere. Sukkot is a time of harvest, time for us to say, we're thankful for the food we eat today. Shake together lulav, hadas, and the arava. Smell the etrog under our sukkah. Palm branches up high, with fruit hanging all around. You see to the sky, Sukkot is here. We shake the lulav, north, south, east, and to the west, up and down, 'cause we know beauty's everywhere. You see to the sky, Sukkot is here.